Alright, what's going on guys? It's GCP here playing some Modern Warfare. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background. Anyways, there was a tweet out by the GamingRevolution stating that Modern Warfare will be going through an overhaul or a massive change. The last time a game went through a massive overhaul, it was World War II. And at that point, it was necessary that it did and it improved, but it was just a little too late, and at that point, the game was just dead. So hearing this news that this game is going to go through some changes is very encouraging as far as it being this early in its life cycle. So that is definitely necessary and is definitely welcome. So if this game indeed is going through some changes, I have some suggestions that would definitely improve it. So let me know also down below when I go through these, and as I go through them in the comment section, let me know your guys' thoughts and what you guys would do to improve this game. But first of all, what I would do is get better maps. These maps, it's no surprise that they're horrible. Absolutely horrible. Like, honestly, they encourage camping, they encourage head glitching, and they discourage people from moving. You know, you're gonna be penalized from moving because of these maps. So I actually wouldn't be mad if they took out these maps. And I want to say, first of all, that I do applaud the originality. I really do, because in Black Ops 4 they had recycled maps. So the fact that they have original maps in this game is actually refreshing. But it's sad because they're actually bad. So I actually would not be mad if they had some recycled maps, because some of the recycled maps in the Modern Warfare series were actually decent. So if they came out with some of the better maps in this game, I think that would be a lot better than the ones that we have right now. So that's number one. Another thing I would do is make the mini-map normal, the way it used to be in previous Call of Duty games. I understand that they went for realism this time around, but not having people show up on the mini-map as red dots when you fire a weapon is something that I definitely do not agree with. That's another reason why people are not encouraged to move, because they don't show up. So if you don't show up and you're firing your weapon that's unsuppressed, especially, that does not make any sense to me. Like, is that gonna benefit the person from, or gonna give an incentive to that person from moving from their spot? Absolutely not. Because if you don't know where these shots are coming from, you're gonna stay in that exact same spot because nobody's gonna know where you're at. So if you don't have players show up on the minimap as red dots when you fire your weapon, that is only gonna encourage more camping, and that's exactly what's happening in Modern Warfare. Another thing that I would suggest is make Dead Silence a perk. I don't understand why they made it a field upgrade. Having a limited amount of time for Dead Silence is a no-no. I think you should have silent footsteps, because that would encourage people to actually move. And honestly, I think it should be placed in the perk 2 slot, because it would give Ghost competition. Because as it is, Ghost is already, speaking of Ghost, is OP, because they made it the same way that it used to be in Black Ops 1. Now don't get me wrong, I love Black Ops 1, actually one of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time. But Ghost was completely broken in there. It did not encourage anybody to move, because you didn't show up on the UAV for staying in a corner. I love the fact that since Black Ops 2, they've had Ghosts have you show up on the minimap if you did not move. That way it encourages people to actually move, and it incentivizes you to actually rush. What a crazy concept. I don't understand why they reverted back to Ghosts from Black Ops 1. So definitely make those changes, and I will guarantee that people will start moving in this game. Also, if there is skill-based matchmaking, which I feel like there is, they should take it out. Honestly, skill-based matchmaking has no place in pub matches. I understand it for ranked, but for pub matches, it has no place in there. Let people play amongst each other of all player skill levels. You know, that's how players learn. You know, sometimes you might get your butt kicked by other players who are better than you, but guess what? That makes you a better player. That motivates you to want to do better. You know, I think pub matches should completely be connection based. I've spoken on this before. Connection is key. Ping is king. If you don't have a great connection when playing the game, then your experience is not gonna be very good. And I know for a fact also I've been having longer wait times to get into matches because I believe that Infinity Ward is making me wait so that way I could pair up with people of equal skill level to me. And that again is making it a lot more of a longer wait time for me to get into matches, and I am having to wait, and I am a pretty impatient guy sometimes. I just want to get into a match and just play and then move on to the next one. I don't have to or want to have to wait for the next match because I'm being paired up with people of equal skill level to me. No, that does not help your connection. That does not help you get into faster matches. I just want to get thrown into a match with players of all skill levels, and sometimes that might mean I get my butt kicked by people who are better than me, and sometimes I'll come across people who are worse than me, and you know, in either case, it should be okay. Connection should be the number one thing that is at the top of their list here. Also, remove player callouts, man. Honestly, I can't tell you how many times I have been killed or turned on because my player, which by the way I don't understand because they wanted to go for realism, but a player is shouting, literally telling the other team contact, yelling contact when I'm behind them, giving away my position. Like, is that realistic to you? I don't know if any person, I don't remember that in basic training. When I went through basic training, I don't remember ever telling the enemy that I'm right behind them and saying to them, here I am, you know, completely showcasing exactly my position. I don't remember that. I don't think that's an art of sneakiness. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So just at this point in time, because they can't get it right, take it out of the game. I guarantee players will start actually moving with some of these changes, and I think this game will improve by a lot. You're gonna see less camping. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below and what changes you would like to see in Modern Warfare. If you guys like the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for your support. This is GCP, signing off.